Well, now we want to find out the average velocity of gas molecules, and for this, some previous knowledge is required. So, first of all, you should know what is the value of e to the power minus alpha. So, this value is I have written here, and this is the value of beta, that is 1 by kBt. So, we have derived these two things. So, at the top, you can see the link which is given. So, from there, you can see the respective videos, and you can find how I have derived those things. Now the concern is we have to find the average velocity. So if we say some number of particles having energy E, so this can be written as energy space of the particles and the occupancy function. So f of this is equal to e to the power minus alpha plus beta epsilon. So this is called the occupancy function. So we know the value of this. So if I write this total value, so the value of this energy space, so this will be V by 2 pi square h hat cube into root under 2m cube root under epsilon del epsilon. So this is the value of this thing, and multiplied by occupancy function. So this will be e to the power minus alpha into e to the power minus beta epsilon. Okay, and also you know the value of e to the power minus alpha, so that is here. So V by 2 pi square h hat cube, and this is 2 m cube root under epsilon, and this is del epsilon into e to the power minus alpha is this value. So this is 4 pi n by V, and this is 2 pi square h hat cube. Now I am doing one thing, that is I am taking the cube inside such that this will be beta cube divided by, so this will be 8, and this is pi cube m cube and root under this, and ultimately this, and the last thing is this thing. So this is e to the power minus beta epsilon. Okay, so this is big enough. So if we want to make it small, so let us see what thing actually cancelled out. So this is from here to here, this is the value of this thing, so that is the energy space, and this is the value of e to the power minus alpha, and this is e to the power minus beta epsilon. Okay, so now let us see what thing are cancelled. So this thing and this thing are cancelled, so this V and this V, so this volume is cancelled, and the remaining thing, this is under root, this is under root, so you can take under root, and this is 4 pi n. So this 4 pi n is coming outside, and what we are getting is root under 2m cube, and this is beta cube by 8 pi cube m cube. Okay, so this thing is coming, and the rest of the thing is this thing. So that will be root under epsilon e to the power minus beta epsilon and del epsilon. So this is the thing. So now here you can get m cube cancelled, and 2. So this will be 4, and the root of 4 will be 2. So this will be 2 pi n, and this will be beta by pi whole to the power 3 by 2, and this will be root epsilon e to the power minus beta epsilon and del epsilon. Okay, so this is the value of number of particles having energy space epsilon. Now we have to convert this energy space into the velocity space, and for this we can apply pretty simple and straightforward step, that is energy equal to half mv square. So we can use this. Okay, so let us take this. Okay, so let us take energy equal to half mv square. So this is arbitrary velocity that we are taking, velocity of any particle which is subject to change. So in this condition we will get del epsilon equal to m by 2, and this will be 2v del v. So this 2 is cancelled, so we are getting del E is equal to mv del v. Okay, so now we are going to put this value here. So you will get the value of n in terms of velocity space. So this will be 2 pi n, and this thing is constant, so this will never change. So this whole to the power 3 by 2, and root under epsilon will be m by 2 root under, and this is one velocity v. So root under of velocity square is v. So this is this thing, e to the power minus beta mv square by 2, and del epsilon is actually mv del v. So this thing will be, so we have to brief this. So if we brief this, what we will get? We will get 2 pi n, and this one, so we can see this root 2, if we take root 2 here, okay, and this is q root 3 by 2, and this is m to the power half, and this is m, so m to the power 3 by 2 can be taken inside this, so this will be m beta by pi whole to the power 3 by 2, we have already taken root 2 here, and this is v, and m has already gone, so this will be v square, and e to the power minus beta mv square by 2 and del v. Okay, so this thing is coming. Now this can be written as root 2 pi n and m beta by pi whole to the power 3 by 2 v square e to the power minus beta mv square by 2 del v. So this is the velocity space of particles having velocity v. Now this is not the average velocity, this is the velocity space of the total system. Now if we want to find out the average velocity of the total system, so average velocity of the total system is not possible here. So we have taken some particles, n number of particles. So what is their average velocity, that can be calculated if we divide this total by capital. So this will give the average velocity of this small n number of particles. So this will be root 2 of pi, and this will be m beta by pi whole to the power 3 by 2, and this will be v square e to the power minus beta mv square by 2 and del v. Okay, so this is the average velocity of some particles. So if we want to find out, and their actual velocity is v square, but this is the average velocity within the total domain. So this multiplied by, so if we want to find out the average velocity of the total system means this is the total gas molecules, all the gas molecules. So we are actually interested to find out some average velocity. So this is the average velocity of the all these particles. So all these particles, average velocity of all these particles is not possible to give, but anyhow we can make this thing. So this is the summation of, so this average velocity of some molecules, and they are moving with velocity v. So if we do the summation of all this, so then we will get the average velocity, but it cannot be done in discrete manner, so we have to do it in integral form. So this thing multiplied by, so here n v bar is root 2 times pi, and this is m beta by pi whole to the power 3 by 2, and this is v square, and one v is there, so that will give v cube and e to the power minus beta mv square by 2 and del v. Okay, so we have to integrate this from 0 to infinity, because these things are constants, so these will not be, these are not integrable. So this thing is integrable, so we have to take the integration of this. So let us take root 2 pi, and this will be m beta by pi whole to the power 3 by 2, and let us take a half outside, such that we can write this 0 to infinity. This is v square e to the power minus beta mv square by 2, and one v is remaining here, so we can write this 2v del v. So we are writing 2v del v because if we take v square equal to z, then 2v del v will be del z. So for that reason, and for this, So 1 2 is there, so you can write this pi by root 2, and this is m beta by pi whole to the power 3 by 2, and this is the integration 0 to infinity. So write it z e to the power minus, this is beta, and this thing is v square, so beta m, sorry, so this is beta m, and this v square is z. Okay, so beta m z. Okay, and this is 2v del v, that can be written as del z. Okay, so this is our integration. Actually what we have taken v square is equal to z, so 2v del v is equal to del z. So this is the integration, and limit has not changed, because if v tends to 0 to infinity, so v square also tends to 0 to infinity, so that's why the limit remains the same. So now at this condition we have to make some assumption here, a little assumption, so that our integration becomes easier. So let us consider that beta m by 2 is equal to lambda. So let us take this as a constant, so our integration will be easy. So this thing will be pi by root 2, this will be m beta by pi whole to the power 3 by 2, and this is integration 0 to infinity, so this is z e to the power minus, so this will be beta m by 2 is, we have taken this lambda, so e to the power minus lambda z and del z. So nothing will be changed, because this is constant term, we have taken this as lambda. So later on we will put the value, so pi by root 2, and this will be m beta by pi whole to the power 3 by 2. Now the integration of this can be done in integration by parts. So let us take, this is first term and this is the second term. So this will be z e to the power minus lambda z by minus lambda, and minus integration of e to the power minus lambda z by minus lambda, and differentiation of z is 1 del z. So this is the integration from 0 to infinity. Okay, so this in turn, the first term will give, if we put infinity, so this will give e to the power minus infinity, that is 0, and when you put 0, then this z will be 0, so this part will be 0. So remaining part is this thing, so this will be pi by root 2, and this is m beta by pi whole to the power 3 by 2, and this part is 0, so this is 1 by lambda, and integration 0 to infinity e to the power minus lambda z del z. Now this integration is very simple integration, so this will be m beta by pi whole to the power 3 by 2, so 1 by lambda, and this integration will be e to the power minus lambda z by minus lambda. So put this from 0 to infinity. So take this lambda out, so this will be pi by root 2 m beta by pi whole to the power 3 by 2, so this will be minus 1 by lambda square, and this will be e to the power minus lambda z 0 to infinity. So if you put infinity, so okay, 3 by 2, this is minus 1 by lambda square, and this will give, if you put infinity, so this value will be giving you 0, and minus, if you put 0, so this will be 1. Okay, this is minus 1 and minus lambda square, so ultimately this integral is giving this value. So this is giving pi by root 2, and this is m beta by pi whole to the power 3 by 2, and this is 1 by lambda square. Now I am trying to put all those things inside a square root. So let me do this. Let me do this pi square by 2 and the root under of this, and this will be m cube beta cube pi cube and root under of this, and this is 1 by lambda to the power 4 and root under of this. So we have taken all root under such that calculation becomes easy. So this will be pi square m cube beta cube divided by 2, and this is pi cube and lambda to the power 4. So here you can see that pi square is cancelling and lambda to the power 4, so lambda is equal to beta n by 2. So put the value of lambda, so that we will get n cube beta cube by 2 pi. Lambda to the power 4 will be beta to the power 4, and this will be m to the power 4 and 2 to the power 4, so this is 16. Okay, so this 2 is cancelled 8, and this beta cube, so one beta is left behind, and this m cube, so one m is left behind. So this is giving in turn 8 by pi beta m. And from our previous work, we have already calculated that beta is equal to 1 by kVt. So this is giving the value root under 8 kVt by pi m. So this is the average velocity of the gas molecules. Okay. So in next class we will find the RMS velocity of gas molecules. Okay. Thank you.